What a day of football we have for you tonight. The Big Ben in South Georgia outdid themselves. Florida State, FAMU, VSU, and several high school squads up in Georgia in action this afternoon and evening. Are you ready to have some fun? Let's get right into it. We begin with Florida State on the road at Syracuse, looking for its third straight W, and the Noles off and running. First offensive possession. This guy had an absolute day against Miami last week. Trey Benson picking up right where he left off. That's a gain of 27. Noles in business. Later in the drive, Jordan Travis keeps it himself, untouched. Pay dirt, yes sir. Touchdown Noles. FSU out in front, 7-0. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Late first quarter here. Noles on the move again. Jordan Travis rifles it out quickly. Malik McClain, get off me. Waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown Noles yet again. 14-0. FSU coming to play in this one. Just under 6 to play in the half. Florida State in the red zone. You're going to have to bring more men than that. Reinforcements. Get them. Johnny Wilson is a grown man into the end zone. 21-3, 24 yards to the barn. The Orange struggling with Florida State. They would take a 24-3 lead into the locker room. They'd keep their foot on the gas in this one. Yeah, that guy not happy. Take a look at your final. 38-3. Florida State dominates this thing start to finish. 3 straight wins for the Noles. 7-3 now on the year. Louisiana up next at home. Alabama State hosted FAMU and Montgomery Rattlers on a 7-game heater. First quarter, Rattlers in the red zone. Jeremy Musa, the quick screen to this man. He does it all. Xavier Smith, yes sir, he does the rest. 8 yards out. Touchdown FAMU. They lead it 7-0. Under 2.5 before halftime. Hornets get fancy with it. Check this out. Davis to Isaiah Scott. Scott to Keshawn Johnson. Double pass to perfection. 37 yards to the barn. Game tied at 7 in the first half. Friends of Montgomery had to get back to the station to cut highlights after that, so courtesy of the stream rest of the way. Fourth quarter, ASU down 9-7. 3 phases to the game. That's a blocked punt, and that's a touchdown. Tyrese Saunders, house call. Cale Jackson, he recovers it. Alabama State leads 14-9. Rattlers driving now. Looks like a free play. Musa throws it up. Jamarie Shareed won't be denied. Score. FAMU takes the lead with 4:20. This is to win the game as time expires. FAMU says no dice. Blocked. Touchdown. And FAMU keeps the streak alive. 21-14 your final. What an end to that game. This group, they just continue to win and find ways to win. 8 straight for the orange and green. Willie Simmons, explain it to me. What's the secret sauce?
We played as poor as we can play at times, but we found a way to get it done. And we fought when the adversity was against us, when the chips were down, when we didn't get calls, when we thought the game was over. You know, we stopped them the first time. Our guys just kept fighting. When they got down the line to kick a game-winning field goal, we kept fighting, and that's the sign of a championship football team. That's the sign of championship individuals, and that's what I'm most proud of, that these guys don't quit, they don't complain, they just play football.
Good stuff for the orange and green. Let's head up to Wintersville. Valdosta State trying to end its season on a positive note, hosting Shorter in the season finale. First quarter here, 4th down for Shorter. Harold Cook says, I'll take it myself. That's 6. Shorter goes on top 7-0. Valdosta State, they tack on a field goal to make it 7-3. End of the first quarter here. Ivory Durham looking, finding the freshman. Ted Hurst hauls it in all the way down to the 1-yard line. Very next play. Seth McGill gets the edge. High tides, green grass forever. Touchdown VSU. Blazers go on top 10-7 to end the first quarter. Do a little dance. Second quarter action here. Same score. Durham hands it to Jamar Tompkins. My man does the rest. Finds the sideline all the way to the house. 66 yards to pay dirt. With that rush, Jamar Tompkins became Valdosta State football's all-time leading rusher. Congrats to him. 17-7 there. They take a 17-14 lead into the locker room. They'd squeak it out at home today in the season finale. Look at your final. Valdosta State 30, Shorter 28. VSU ends its season 5-6 in Tremaine Jackson's first year at the helm. Let me just say this, from all of us here at WCTV, it was a pleasure watching this senior class from the Blazers. Ivory Durham and the rest of the crew, really, really special. Wrapping up our college football slate, both the Florida Gators and top-ranked Georgia Bulldogs, big winners today. Gators at Vandy next week, Bulldogs at Kentucky. And let's go to oh my goodness, how did that sneak in there? Holy cow, who did that? Texas A&M drops to 3-7 on the year, losing to Auburn. You hate to see it. All right, Region 7A champion Colquitt County Packers hosted Pebblebrook. Pack up early, 14-7. Nico Fan to Gene Garcia. Third different player to score for the Pack early. 21-7 Colquitt. Let's roll the dice. Who's going to get the next one? It's Deshaun Brown from 10 yards out. He stretches the ball across. Yes, sir, Mr. Ref, touchdown. 2 tutties on the night for Brown. It's all Colquitt in the first half. Later in the second, it wouldn't be a highlight without this guy. Fan to Landon Thomas, the big tight end, hauling it in from 30 yards out. Pouring salt in the wound are the Packers. They lead at 35-7. Is there a better atmosphere than the Hog Pen? The crowd hyped up. The coaches dancing. It's playoff time in Georgia. We love it. Tennessee commit Jack Luttrell had a pick 6. Nicholas Pace added a touchdown of his own. Take a look at your final. Colquitt takes care of business 56-16. They're looking as good as they have all year long. Sticking with the high school tonight in Georgia, Thomasville playing host to Jackson. The Red Devils in the first round of the 2A GHSA state tournament. And don't worry, folks. High school game day is on the case. We love to see it. Late first quarter here. Cameron Hill, Cole Shaw. This seems illegal. You cannot do that. Holy laundry on the field. There was a lot of that in this one tonight. Half the distance to the goal. Very next play, Levante Cole, I'll take care of it. Cross the goal line. Touchdown Thomasville. That's a 7-0 lead. 4 to go in the first. Crowd hyped up. We love it. Dogs on top early. Jackson would score 2 touchdowns to take a 14-7 lead. Here we find ourselves in the second quarter. Familiar duo, Cameron Hill, Cole Shaw. Let the man cook. Runs through a defender. Kiss him goodbye. 80 yards to the crib. Dom's dodging referees. Touchdown. Place is going wild. We love to see it. Only the best plays on WCTV on Saturday night. Bulldogs missed the PAT though. 14-13 Jackson leads, but the Dogs were just getting started tonight. Look at it. Thomasville, all Dogs, 42-21, survive and advance. They live to see another game. Finally tonight, other 7A Georgia teams in action. Lowndes falls to Carrollton, 38-14. Vikings end the year 5-6, the first losing season for Lowndes since 1994. Valdosta also loses tonight, 28-13. They began the season 8-0, lost their last 3. What a slate! What a slate! DePaul Tigers get the win in the Monon Bell. Had to mention it. We'll be back after this.